bum bum. Ba-da-dum bum. Ba-da-dum bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum bum. Ooh, I should not be singing when I first wake up in the morning. Good news, everyone! Once you have access to the Festival Plaza, you can now trade Pokemon! Yay! There's only one problem. You need friends. Boo! But good news, everyone! I have friends! Yay! Oh, hi there. I didn't see you come in. My name is Ian, and welcome to the Get Free Stuff channel. Ian, that's a terrible name. Shut up! I assure you this channel has the very best marketing team. They're the best! They know exactly what they're doing. Yeah, nobody cares. Okay, fine. Anyways, today on the Get Free Stuff channel, I have a very special offer for you. That's right, all you need is an internet connection. And if you go to the main menu of your game, you can go to Mystery Gift, choose a received gift via the internet, and you'll get a free, special, one-time only Munchlax. But wait, there's more. Act now, and you'll get your very own Snorlium Z. You can now pummel people with the very specialized move, Pulverizing Pancake. All you have to do is go to a nearby Poke Center. But wait, there's even more. Act now, and I'll throw in free invisible cookies. But Ian, I didn't even get my free invisible cookie from the first part. Shut up! I know exactly what I'm doing! Do you? Do you really know what you're doing? Absolutely not! Oh, hi there, and welcome to part 5 of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Today, we have finally arrived at the grand old city of Hau'oli. Hau'oli? Hau'oli. Hau'oli. I have no idea how to say it, but we're gonna go with Hau'oli, because that seems to flow off the tongue at least moderately well. Oh, hello there. Anyhow, in the past couple generations of Pokemon, we've been getting some massive cities to explore, like Malville City in the 3rd gen remakes. This is supposed to kind of be that city for Alola, but thankfully it isn't quite as big as those cities, and I like that because honestly I wasn't too big of a fan of the super big cities because I felt like they were too big and then you get lost and it wasn't really necessarily good video game design. I think Alola is a nice big city to explore, but it isn't too big that I get overwhelmed. The first thing you could do is come over here and grab yourself a potion, and for the record, despite everything I just said, this place is still enormous. It's still enormous enough that it's going to take me 2 parts to cover this entire city, and then we're going to come back later and probably do a 3rd part for this city. The city itself is broken down into 3 regions. The first is the beachfront, with very bizarre trainers who talk about Wingull droppings. Why that is in a Pokemon game is beyond me, but whatever. You could also grab yourself a Pokeball, and then we could talk about throwing squishy Pokemon. Squishy. 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 I haven't lost my mind yet, I swear. Ian, you've totally lost your mind. Shut up! I haven't lost my mind. There are also some hidden items you can find on this beach. The first of them is a pearl there, and there's a fresh water somewhere up here in the north. I kind of forget its exact location, so I'm gonna bobble myself around here in the sand for a moment. Somewhere. There we go. There's the fresh water. Now this place is, like I said, absolutely enormous, and I'm like almost positive in the next 2 videos I'm gonna forget something somewhere along the ways. So if I miss it in one of these 2 videos, I'll come back and get it later. Forgive me, this place is like so big that my notes for this episode are just like a total mess. It's like I can't even follow my notes, but continue into the inner city area, and Hau is going to stop you, and we're going to be getting a little, we're going to be getting stopped by our friends the whole way through this city. First thing Hau's going to have us do is get us a special item for our Rotom Dex, the Poke Finder. Wow, that's so awesome! That's so great! We got our very own Pokemon Finder. What's a Poke Finder? It's a tool that lets you take photos. Oh, so we're playing Pokemon Snap now. I get it. So the Pokefinder basically allows you to take some pictures with your Rotom Pokedex in a few select areas, and we'll get like a little tutorial of that here in a second. So after you get yourself a Pokefinder, we can now explore the rest of this area. This is like the tourist bureau place or something or other, and the first thing you can do here is you could actually play the lottery. Yay, because gambling's good. It's a free lottery. It's been in Pokemon games for a long time. Unlike past games though, you have to save your game before doing it, so I'm not going to do it because I'm recording right now and I don't save during my recording sessions. It basically pulls a number, and then based on how many numbers match your trainer ID, you'll get a number of prizes. Moo Moo Milk for 1 number, PP Up for 2, PP Max for 3, Rare Candy for 4, and the grand prize for matching is a Master Ball, which is pretty much a 1 in a million, but if you get it, well, you are a lucky person. Also, if you talk to this guy here, and you've seen 10 different Pokemon for your Pokedex, he's going to reward you with 10 Ultra Balls. I highly recommend you do this because having a couple Ultra Balls at this point in the game can help you catch some of the trickier Pokemon. One of them is in this city itself, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So that's this area. Once you leave the building, Hal is going to bother you again because he likes to do that. And we'll get a little bit of a tutorial on our awesome new Rotom Dex. Yay! It was upgraded! Let's all be friends together. Hey, Rotom! That's rude. At least tell people you're gonna take a picture of them before you take a picture. Yeah, he is a little trickster. Sassy little piece of electronics. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think Rotom does want to flaunt his new function around, so after you talk to them, or the nearby dude, stranger thing. You know, my mom told me not to talk to strangers, but this guy seems like a friendly fellow. He's going to show you this broken area in the wall. It's cracked. And Rotom will tell you that, yay, we can take a picture there. So walk over to the wall and press R, and we can get access to our new Pokefinder feature. Now your Pokefinder is going to start off very basic. You can move your screen around using the directional pad, or you could just move your 3DS itself, like pick it up and move it around. And you can use that to aim your picture, and then you'll be able to shoot different Pokemon in each picture. Depending on the time of day and when you stop by, the Pokemon may vary. And then you can take up to 6 pictures at a time. And Pokemon generally will move around or do some sort of action, and your goal is to get as close of a shot as possible. And additionally, if you catch them doing some sort of action, it's also good for your score. And you'll get these thumbs up. It's like social media. And the more thumbs up you get, it actually does have a purpose. It'll allow you to upgrade your Pokefinder. It's honestly not that exciting in my opinion. However, there are these stamp things that you get on your Pokemon Passport, and one of the stamps that you get is for maxing out your Pokefinder to version 5. So there is some incentive to do this if you're like me and you like to always do all the things that are possible on your trainer card. So I'll be going around and I'll try to show you all the possible photo locations. There's another photo location back on the beach in Hau'oli, and that's right here in the sand. If you stand here, there's a picture that you could get of a Pelipper up in the sky. For the sake of time, I'm going to cut that out because we'll be here all day taking pictures. And I originally was going to try to fit this entire city into one video, but then I started recording and I'm like, yeah, there's no chance that this is happening. We'll be here forever. There are a bunch of gated areas with tall grass that you can enter into. This one itself offers a nice shortcut down to the southern pieces of the city. However, for now, they're going to be blocked off because the game's scripted and it wants you to go the long way around the city. So until you do all the other scripted events around the city, there is going to be wet paint stopping you in your tracks. The next area we could head up to is the little shopping plaza area. And Lily's going to be here, and she's going to be like, do you pick out your own clothes? Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. Oh, but your mom picks out your clothes for you. What a shame. My mom picks out my clothes for me too. They're all in boxes back in my house. She said she would empty them, but she never did. So Lily's going to give you some gifts for you because she was the 99,999,999,999,999th customer in the store. One of them is a lens case, and if you are a girl, you will also get a makeup bag. If you're not playing as a girl, that would be a little weird if you got a makeup bag, but she'll give you a makeup bag if you are playing as a girl. And these are basically tools that you can use to customize your trainer, which I'll get to into a moment here. Before we do that though, you want to grab yourself a quick silk scarf, which boosts the power of normal type Pokemon. And at this point in the game, it's not that bad of an item, but it's going to probably get quickly replaced by the Normalium Z, the Z crystal for normal types. So if you come in here, this is going to be the first of many clothing shops in the game. In 6th Gen, they introduced a lot of trainer customization options, and they brought back that feature after getting rid of it in the 3rd Gen remakes. So this shop offers a variety of shirts, pants, socks, a few hats, and you could use it to customize your trainer with basically however you want. If you were wondering why you got so much money to start the game off, this is why, because rest in peace your wallet, it's going to disappear. And then we could head over to the changing room, and you could use this opportunity to change basically a bunch of things. Ooh, nude pink. The girls get all the good options, like changing your lip color. That's what you get for having the makeup bag. If you have the lens case, you could change your eye color as well. And then, of course, you can change your clothes however you choose to do so. If you head into here, this is the salon, which will allow you to change your hairstyle as well. And if I recall correctly, it's 4,000 for the hairstyle, 2,000 for the color, and I think 5,000 to do both. If you do this, I recommend you save the game before you do it because it's expensive and you might not like the hairstyle you get because you can't really see a preview of what you're getting, and you might end up with something that looks entirely different than what you thought you were getting. There are a lot of different customization options you can do in the game. I recommend you play around them. It's cool to be able to customize your trainer. Because I'm doing a walkthrough, I'm going to keep the default appearances for both the trainers just for clarity for you guys so you know what you're looking at. But definitely spend some time and say goodbye to your wallet because that is some expensive stuff. There is another gate down here, and these gates have some items in them, and there's also a new Pokemon that you can catch in this area that I wanted to point out to you, and that is Abra. I give it an Ultra Ball status, but it comes with one condition. You have to be able to trade it with a friend and trade it back because its final evolution is through trade. So make sure you have some friends so that you can do that. Otherwise, you probably don't really want to use Abra. It's not as good of a Pokemon if you can't evolve it to its final stage. You can also grab a hidden Stardust in the dirt there. And then there is one more gate that you could head down into, and that is right here. Wild Pokemon everywhere. Wild Pokemon. Grab yourself a revive. And then we could go do more wild Pokemon. I hate the encounter rates in this game. Someone in one of my comments said that they thought the encounter rates were lower in this game. I actually thought the polar opposite. I feel like the encounter rates are through the roof unless you're surfing. but that's beside the point. You can head up to the Poke Center and grab yourself a Heal Ball from this guy. Heal Balls heal the Pokemon you catch immediately to full health as if they were at a Pokemon Center. It's convenient if you are trying to catch Pokemon out in the field and you want to use them immediately, but normally you could just walk back to a Pokemon Center and it's not a big deal. If you come in here, this lady here is going to ask to see a very specific cute Pokemon called Drifloon. There are a lot of people in the game like this who will ask you, hey, can you do this for me? Great, thanks. Go find this Pokemon and show it to me. And they'll usually pay you. If I recall correctly, you get $10,000 from that lady there for doing it. I'm saying this now because I'm probably not going to show it later on, but I definitely wanted to point it out to you. There's also a move deleter over here. In past Pokemon games, the move deleter was pretty important because he would delete HMs, but HMs aren't in this game. The HMs are completely obsolete now, so the move deleter himself is pretty obsolete also. I feel bad for the guy, but if you ever want to delete a move, that is where you can do it. Also in this Pokemart specifically, you finally get access to battle items. Battle items are an assortment of X items as well as the Dire Hit and Guard specs. Basically, they're items that you can use in battles. The X items boost specific stats. The other items boost critical hit rate or protect you from your stats being lowered, similar to the Clear Body ability that the Beldum, Metang, and Metagross line gets. Then after you're done in the Pokemon Center, there is more of Hau'oli to explore, but we're going to split that up and finish that next time. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, day, or night, and I will see you all next time.